Peru has been a circus stop since the late 1800s. And while the circus still comes to town, one of its main buildings is in need of major repairs. Phyllis Chaw reports.
Intricately carved wagons, vibrant costumes, and decades-old circus posters are just a few of the artifacts at the International Circus Hall of Fame in Peru. Collections manager Shirley Griffin says many locals find their family history is often inextricably tied to the circus.
You'd say most every family that's lived here for a while has some kind of connection to the circus, that they have good memories of it.
The Hall of Fame is housed in an old barn that was once used as winter quarters to store and repair circus wagons. But as they prepare to celebrate its 100th anniversary in June, it's a barn that now needs fixing. The main beam is rotting, water leaks through the roof, and multiple windows may need to be replaced. Griffin says the main beam will cost upwards of $4,000 to replace, and she expects the cost for other repairs to be extensive.
Last fall, as we received some very heavy rains and very strong winds all on the same weekend, we began to notice a lot of rain coming in along a major beam that's a north-south beam that supports the whole of the barn.
Griffin says many of the people in Peru were employed by the circus, whether it was farming feed for the animals, taking buckets of water to the elephants, performing, or fixing up the equipment.
But it still continued to be considered the circus winter quarters, just because the barns were here, many of the buildings were here. And the local people have always been happy to have the circus heritage.
The barns are national historic landmarks and are one of the few remainders of the days when the circus industry in Peru was booming. Within the walls of the peeling white barn is a rich visual history of the circus, with models of the elephants and lion rings that once existed, costumes decorated with ostrich feathers, and posters of different performers. Peru hosts the Circus City Festival every summer, which keeps alive the circus tradition in the community.
That love of the circus, I think, made many young people want to become performers. Many of the ones that now have an opportunity to become part of the amateur circus will say, my grandparents were in the circus.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Phyllis Chaw.
The two circus barns were placed on Indiana Landmark's 10 most endangered list in 2019.